I think if anything, it's actually just made us get a little bit more creative.
Going along with like the creativity, it's made us innovate more and really work on problem solving, because getting the first show up and running, we had hit like a lot of things that we hadn't thought of previously, and we had to really think outside the box to work around those issues.
You know, it's a lot of trial and error, and it's going to be a lot of, like, testing to see what works and trying literally everything in so many different ways and using our bodies and cameras in ways that we are just not used to. I think it's a really interesting way to, like, kind of fuse almost like the film world and the theater world together.
And I think Claire, our assistant director for How I Learned to Drive, she said it best when she said, "We are inventing what we're doing while we're doing it."
With the two shows that I was a part of my freshman year, we would just kind of show up to the stage and we would just start going like we would every other show. There was no difference to us. But this, like, I just remember that it changed the rehearsal process so much because we had to at first navigate the technology world and what to do if somebody gets kicked off or what to do if somebody's Wi-Fi is messed up.
Fight Girl Battle World is definitely more comedic and definitely more physical. It's really strange to be like rehearsing in my dorm room. I even put a courtesy note out on my door.
For Neighborhood 3, we're doing a way different approach than how we would normally if we were performing it on stage. Now, this show has been written to be performed on stage, obviously, but we're going to be performing it as a radio play, which means it's mostly just going to be audio. And we, for the most part, I believe, are not going to be seen. So it really has gone from stage acting to screen acting, except now you're not on screen, now you're just voice acting, really. It's come down to literally just voice acting.
I would say it changes the whole mindset of rehearsals too, because right now, we're all sitting in our rooms doing classes for the most part. I mean, aside from some that are meeting in person, but I know for myself, I was sitting in the same chair that I was doing my schoolwork and my homework in, that I did the show in. And it was kind of hard for me to separate like my school life and then also the show life because it was taking place in the same chair.
I felt the same excitement that you get when it's like opening night of a show. You know, when you're standing backstage and you're just feeling like that rush of just like, let's just do this. Even though I was by myself in Jason's office with nobody around, I was still like ready to go. And we had so many challenges, but we overcame them. And I was very proud of everybody.
We were incredibly proud of the show that we put out for everyone. There were a lot of times where we just had to sit and take a deep breath and think about how are we going to make this work. But big thanks to Brian Redfern and Dean Nadinger as well. They both really stepped up and put all of their effort into making sure this could happen. And it did kind of feel the same the first night, and I think that helped a lot. And I'm just really proud of what we did.